Good afternoon. Welcome. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Avantika Singh. There's some breaking news coming in, and this is regarding the violence that was witnessed in Sandeshkhali. A hearing was going on in the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court repeatedly posed questions to the West Bengal government as to just what led to the delay in arresting the former suspended TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan. In fact, if you recall, the Calcutta High Court did issue a contempt notice to the CID. The High Court had ruled that the case pertaining to the attack of the Enforcement Directorate officials needed to be handed over to the CBI along with the custody of the prime accused Sheikh Shahjahan. Ananya joins us for more on this. Ananya, we did see how the state police in the state of West Bengal played hide and seek as far as the handing over of Sheikh Shahjahan was concerned. What exactly happened in the Supreme Court pertaining to the case?
Well, definitely the West Bengal government had challenged this particular order of the Calcutta High Court of March 5th, wherein a CBI probe was directed by the Calcutta High Court in the attack on ED officials in Sandeshkhali. And in fact, various observations were made against the West Bengal police, clearly alleging that they were playing hide and seek and did not arrest Sheikh Shahjahan until the very end, until the Calcutta High Court actually deliberately asked them to do so. And very, very clearly and categorically, the Supreme Court too had the same question to ask as to why such a long delay happened in the arrest of Sheikh Shahjahan. In fact, ASG SV Raju, who was appearing for the central agency, that is the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate, clearly told the court that, there was a delay on the part of the West Bengal police. In fact, they were making all attempts to shield Sheikh Shahjahan. However, the limited concern that was now left with the West Bengal government to get those remarks expunged with regards to how, the role of the Bengal police was completely questioned by the Calcutta High Court in its long order. And to seek expunging of those particular remarks, the only limited prayer was made. However, the Supreme Court refused to interfere with the Calcutta High Court order. It agreed with the prayer with regards to expunging of those remarks, but the Supreme Court was very clear that it is not going to interfere with the order directing a CBI probe into this particular matter. So definitely a big win for the central government, for the central agencies. The CBI would be probing this particular case. However, questions were raised again on why Sheikh Shahjahan was not arrested until the very end.
Another example of how the judiciary has once again come to the rescue of those who had been allegedly tormented and harassed by Sheikh Shahjahan, Ananya. And, we saw how earlier the Calcutta High Court had also intervened. It was only on the directive of the Calcutta High Court that the crime investigating team of Kolkata finally handed over Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI.
Well, definitely, if you remember, we were discussing it that day as well. On March 5th, the Calcutta High Court passed those particular orders. The same were not complied with until the very end. It was said that the matter is reaching the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court did not agree for an urgent hearing. And next day, a contempt petition was moved by, in fact, the Enforcement Directorate, after which contempt notices were issued to the West Bengal government. And not only contempt notices, but it was a clear direction, please hand over Sheikh Shahjahan. And following which, Sheikh Shahjahan was actually in the end finally handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation, because the whole and sole concern of the central agencies was that whenever a person is arrested, only the first 15 days is the time when a person's custody can be sought. Physical custody of a person can actually be sought, because post that the person will have to go to judicial custody, and it's only in the jail that a person can then be questioned. And that's the reason why the clock was ticking for those central agency, and that's why such a hurry was shown. Contempt petition was moved. Following that particular contempt petition, contempt notices were issued to the West Bengal government, which they have to respond within 2 weeks, which is ending just next week. And not only that, it was also stated that the West Bengal police played in collusion with, in fact, Sheikh Shahjahan until the very end. He was not arrested. A hide and seek game was being played, and all question marks were put on the West Bengal police's actions there. But finally, the Supreme Court will be expunging these remarks. However, the Central Bureau of Investigation would be the one who will be probing this particular matter.
Stay on with me. Kamalika also joins us for more on this. Kamalika, undoubtedly, Sheikh Shahjahan is a big political influencer in the state. The Calcutta High Court themselves had observed how the state police had been playing hide and seek as far as his arrest and handing over to the CBI was concerned. But a big setback coming in with the Supreme Court also now asking questions as to what led to the delay.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is absolutely something which has led the West Bengal government and the state police into embarrassment, because now yesterday itself Sheikh Shahjahan was produced in Boshirhat court, and he has got for CBI has got 4 days remand, CBI remand. We know that we have seen the drama which took place while handing over Shahjahan to CBI, and the state went to the highest court seeking that he should not seeking this thing, that he should not be handed over to CBI, and in that definitely the direction which has been given by this apex court definitely puts Trinamool Congress in an embarrassment, Trinamool Congress government in an embarrassment, because here too the court asked certain embarrassing questions, like court directly asked about why was this delay. Now this is a question not only the opposition is raising on the Trinamool Congress government, but the court is also raising this question. So definitely, as far as Sandeshkhali is concerned, as far as Shahjahan's arrest is concerned, as far as transferring Shahjahan to CBI is concerned, in all the 3 cases, TMC government is really in a back foot.
Absolutely. Pallavi Ghosh also joining us for more on this. Pallavi, one setback after the other. Supreme Court now pulling up the West Bengal government, seeking answers as to what led to the delay of the arrest of Sheikh Shahjahan and then handing over to the CBI. So we saw first the intervention of the Calcutta High Court, and now the Supreme Court also reprimanding and pulling up the state government.
Yes, and this is going to become obviously a huge political issue also, and the BJP will claim that they stand vindicated, because on the Sandeshkhali issue they have been relentless in their attack on both Mamata Banerjee as well as on the Trinamool Congress. In fact, if you've been seeing the responses which have been coming in from the BJP, even on the list which was out yesterday, they said that Mamata Banerjee actually wanted Shahjahan Sheikh to contest from Boshirhat, but she was not able to do so because he has been arrested. The main accusation against the state government has been their go-slow mode. The administration was not doing enough to reassure the people or the women of Sandeshkhali, and also that it was only because the court had to step in that he was arrested and the matter was transferred to the CBI, and this will become the huge political point which will be scored by the BJP against the Trinamool Congress, though the TMC too has been coming out with his own defences. I think it was to damage control or counter the Sandeshkhali issue, which is why the Trinamool Congress also made Pawan Singh being given a ticket from Asansol by the BJP, and which had to be retracted. So the fight for women votes, the fight for Nari Shakti and to position itself as the only champion or messiah of women in Bengal, that's a point which is being played by both the sides.